Hi, Andre again here, and in part 2 of our series of how to grow margins and revenue at the same time, we are going to specifically focus on those high profit customers and target the opportunities that exist within those high profit customers. The opportunities that we will be targeting will be driven, for today at least, in 2 categories. Namely, those opportunities that get created through similar purchases that are made by other customers but not within that specific customer. And then the second category will be those opportunities driven by products that these customers used to buy but haven't bought recently. All right, let's recap quickly where we were. We targeted our customers by their margin contribution. This allowed us to segment each of our customers by the various margin groupings that we want to define. If I remember correctly, the 5 segments, and I think the top segment was roughly around about 50% margin. We calculated the results. What we're wanting to do is to ensure that we optimize the performance at least in relation to those top 2 segments. Here we have our portfolio of customers and what they're buying based on how profitable these various customer segments are. And our focus today is going to be on the segment where we are making more than 50% margin. The total amount of revenue in that area is $60,000. What we notice is that we have the most popular product there is the Herbapac Disprin, and what we wanted to understand was how frequently this Herbapac Disprin is being sold. We also noticed that it's only been sold in the last 3 months, or shall we say in 3 months of the total year, which is a little bit of a concern. So that's the first area that we need to think about. Secondly, what we did was we identified who those customers are. We sorted those customers from best to worst, and also we identified the most popular products that this high profit segment is purchasing. Our next target was to identify these white spaces and convert these white spaces into dollar spaces. That was the first technique in order to grow revenue and margins at the same time. Today, the focus is going to be on specific opportunities with specific customers. My most profitable customer is Mount Pharmacy. What I want to do is I want to ensure that there are no specific opportunities that relate to this customer. I identify that by, first of all, looking at what we call category comparisons. And the first thing that this shows us is the purchases that are made by similar customers that buy similar stuff as Mount Pharmacy, but Mount Pharmacy is not purchasing. So these are all the various products that Mount Pharmacy should be purchasing, but they're not, based on what other customers are buying in that similar buying pattern, or at least the similar buying pattern is called pharmacy chain. So automatically, I know I have very specific opportunities. I can quickly take that and put it into a little email and send it off to my salespeople or whatever the case that I may. Secondly, what we want to do is look at former product purchases. These are all the products that Mount Pharmacy used to buy from us, but haven't been purchased in the last 3 months or the last 6 months, whatever the specified time frame I'd like to place. I mean, it's a little bit disconcerting in the context that there are significant opportunities sitting here in my most profitable customer segment. My question is, do you have the right way to use evidence in order to ensure that your most profitable customers are properly served?